Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Good evening, Khoi.
Yes, good evening.
Okay. So, okay, that's it. I see you now. So we're going to continue our lesson. Um, it's the interpretation of the bar, the chart and the graphs yesterday, right?
Yes,
And you were able to interpret your own interpretation with regards to the activity that we had done yesterday. Okay, so let me share with you the screen now. Okay, I hope you can see this one, Koi. Can you see it?
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Now this time, as part of the writing task again, so this is the other technique on how we are going to do the summary. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, going back to your summary, this one is also another technique, okay? And this one is also correct. And this one is also another technique on how you are going to do the short summary, okay?
Yes.
So let's try to answer. So all the blanks in here can be taken from the box, okay? And look at the data again because we can be able to get the answer by looking at the data in here, okay? So can you read this one, Koi?
The chart shows why people from other countries
Blank.
blank. Uh,
Okay.
47% go there on holiday. 29% visit New Zealand in order to blank. Go there on business. And
Okay. Just for a while. Number one. So we are going to get the correct answer in here. So we have to choose only one from the lists. So the chart shows why people from other countries blank. So what do you think would be the word that or phrase that we can be able to fill in this particular blanks in here? Number one.
go to New Zealand.
Very good. Okay. So the chart shows why people from other countries go to New Zealand. Actually, it's the we can actually get this phrase from the title itself, right? Okay. Then number two, blank 47% go there on holiday.
The largest percentage.
Yes. So the largest percentage 47%. Don't forget, okay, Koi, in writing, don't forget to separate sometimes a phrase from another phrase or a clause from another clause, okay, through using a comma.
Yes.
Okay? Now, if we are talking of numbers, so if we are talking of a percentage, so we have to use a comma, okay, before we are going to continue writing. Okay? So what would be the correct answer in here? That would be the largest percentage. Next, can you read the next one, Koi?
29% visit New Zealand in order to
Yes.
see friends and family.
Yes, so see friends and family. And then after that,
On 13, 13% go there on business.
yes, and just 11%
This is for
visit for
other reasons.
other reasons. And then,
Overall, the majority of visitors go for pleasure, not for work.
yes, okay, so go for pleasure, not for work. Now, if we try to put them together, we can be able to create a short summary of this particular data, right?
Yes.
Okay. But of course, the one that you did yesterday was a very good one because it shows also another or other interpretation of the data. Okay? And this one is also another interpretation of the data. Okay? So whether this one or this one can be correct.
Yes.
Okay, Koi? Okay, so do you have questions with this?
No question.
Okay, next, let's move on to another activity now. Now, this time, we were given a lot of guide questions in order to what? In order to um, give the interpretation of this one. Okay?
Okay.
So, international visitors to New Zealand, and this time, it's the country of
Orange.
origin. Okay. The last time, it's the reason for visit. And this time, we are going to know the country of
Orange.
origin of the visitors. Okay. So where they came from. So that is the data that we are going to interpret. And again, in interpreting this data, we can use the following guide questions in here. Okay, so that you will not be lost if you are going to use the following data. Sometimes in an IELTS exams, you will be given like this. Okay? A guide question, but sometimes there were no guide questions to be given. So all you need to do is you are just going to give a data and then you have to give your summary of that particular data without any guide questions. Okay?
Okay.
Mostly of the exams don't have a guide questions, but there were also some that it could have. Okay, maybe, but not all. Okay, Koi. So to prepare you for the writing activity of the IELTS examination, so we need to do a lot of writing task activity. Okay, for you to practice your writing skills. Okay? Okay. Now, can you do this one now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you have to write it again using the following guide questions so that you will not be lost. Okay, in addition to the information, Koi, okay, I want you to remember if there are or there were guide questions, you need to follow the guide questions. Okay?
Yes.
If it doesn't have a guide question, that's the time that you can do your own interpretation. Okay? But if there are or there were guide questions, please follow the guide questions.
no, 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 no. Not this.
Are you done?
No, 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 no. I'm not.
Okay.
Just another 4 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So you time yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You set your time for 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So that you can be able to practice. So there are only 4 minutes left or 3 minutes?
4 minutes left.
4 minutes. Okay. Okay. Tips. Okay. One tip that I can give you in answering writing tasks, let's say, for example, you were given 20 minutes to do that. Okay. And then if you can finish that one, let's say, for example, within just only 15 minutes, and then the allotted 5 remaining minutes would be for your review. Okay. So all you need to do is you have to go over again with your work. Okay. And then analyze that one again. And then as much as possible, you have to change whatever, let's say, for example, that you are going to change something. Okay. For a better word. So you can do that one, Koi. Okay. Do not finish the whole 20 minutes because you don't have time to review for your work. So tip is finish that within only 15 minutes, and then the allotted 5 minutes will be for review. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
So,
You're done. Okay. You have to copy this, transfer this one to presentation. Okay, for a while. Okay. Can you see it, Koi?
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see it now?
No, but when you click on the slide, I cannot see
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, you cannot see, but this time can you see it? Right?
No, I don't see anything.
You cannot see it.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I see. I see.
You can see it now. Okay. So the pie chart illustrates percentage of nationality of visitors coming to visit New Zealand. Okay. Let's try to go back to guide question number 1. So what does the chart give information about? Of course, we are talking about the information.
Yes.
So when we are talking about information, so where can we get the answer?
The country of origin, the title.
Yes. So it's the title. Okay. So coming from the title, we can get the informations from there. Okay. So therefore, it answers that question. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And then after that, with largest group of visitor is utterly come from Australia. Okay. Let's try. Question number 2. What nationality is the largest group of visitors? Now, I, I encircled nationality. So what do you think? Did you answer the question? With the largest group of visitor is utterly come from Australia.
Yes.
Okay. Now look at the question again. Let's go back to the question again, Koi. We are talking about
Nation.
nationality. So, what do you think would be the nationality of the people living in Australia?
The Australia is nationality.
Australia is a country, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what would be the nationality of the people living in Australia?
Hmm.
Okay, look at this one. South Korea, people from South Korea can be called as Koreans. So that would be their nationality.
Yes.
People coming from Japan are Japanese. That would be their nationality. People coming from China are Chinese. So that would be their nationality. People from the United States are Americans. That would be their nationality. People from the United Kingdom, there would be a lot of people in the United Kingdom. Okay, actually, it's a combination of Americans. Okay, a lot of people there. Okay, but people living in Australia are called Australians. Okay, so now that's why we need to be very careful, okay, in analyzing our guide questions because sometimes it's just very simple. Actually, we can directly answer that one. The largest part, okay, is coming from Australia. Okay, people who are living in Australia, okay, are the ones who has the largest group of visitors. But look at the guide question. We're asking about the nationality, not the country. Okay, so therefore, we have to change this one, Koi. So with the largest group of visitor is utterly come from, or we can say are or were Australian. Okay, visitors were Australians. Okay, wait. Okay, for a while. I have to double check this one, Koi, huh? Just for a moment. Hold on.
No.
Okay. Can you see it now, Koi?
I see.
Okay. Wait for a while. I'm going to double check, huh? Just for a moment. Okay. You cannot see it. I have to double check. So I am going to,
No, I
okay, mark. Wait for a while. The one that we need to, okay, just for a moment.
okay. I have to fix this.
Okay.
Can you remove the origins, copy, and artist, please?
Okay, for a while, Joy. Okay, I have to double check this one first, huh? Okay, for a while. I am making a okay. Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay, for a while. Um, okay. Okay, can you see it again?
I see.
Can you see it now? Okay. Now, the one that is written in red, that would be the things that we need to improve on, okay? Although these are just only minor corrections, Koi, okay? So, the first paragraph, the first sentence that we have, the pie chart illustrates the percentage of the nationality of visitors coming to visit New Zealand. So, with the largest group of visitors being Australians. Okay? So in addition, 12 percentage of chart. Okay, now this is what we are going to understand, Koy, huh? Actually, most of the examiner, okay, or yeah, the one who are taking the test in the IELTS, they got wrong answers when it comes to the use of percent and percentage. Okay, so we are going to tackle that one now. Now look at this one. So IELTS candidates often confuse percent and percentage. Look at this. The percentage of visitors from Australia is the highest at 40%. Which word, percent or percentage, is used with a number? And which word is used with the? Okay, now remember, if we are going to use the word percentage, before the word percentage will be the. Okay? So the percentage. But if we are talking of number, whether it's a number word or a number like this, following after that
Yes.
would be percent. Okay? Now going back to your work now. So you said 12. So therefore, following after 12 would be, okay, not percentage, but percent. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And look at this one again. With the largest group of visitors being Australians, in addition, 12% of, okay, there would be just only a minor correction of this. So we just have to add maybe the, okay, percent of the chart refers to, again, if we are talking of United Kingdom, it's always with the. Okay? So the refers to the United Kingdom.
Oh,
Okay? Now, in extension, wait.
I have
So, you
um.
cannot see it. In extension, minor correction, just put a comma. Okay?
Oh my God. Okay.
So can you see it now, Koi?
I
So
see.
in extension, 9.
Then
Okay, so it's only percent. So not percentage.
I has actually I have
Okay,
this on the transport. Can you see?
come again.
I has added all the mistake in this test.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay. So we just have to do it here, okay? Okay. And then maybe we can add the, okay, for a while. 9% of the pie chart mentioned United States. Okay? So it's states of the, so we need to put the again, the United States, South Korea,
I
Japan, and China, which is, okay, so we need to put a comma in here, Koi, okay? So, South Korea, Japan, comma, and China,
which
which
one?
is mentioned in order of as 3%, 4%, and comma. Okay, so we need to put a comma in there. 4% and comma. So 4%, comma, and 5%. 27%. Okay. So you have a period in here. So therefore, we have to, yes, so capitalize this one. So
Yes.
27%. Okay, not percentage. So 27% stands for visitors who are, because we use visitors. So who are, okay, who are, can you see it now, Koi? Who are not mentioned on the chart. So visitors come from Australia, the United Kingdom, and, okay, we have to we have to put a comma in there. Okay, Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States have. Okay,
What?
because it's past tense already. So therefore we have to use have, right?
Okay.
So have most. So visitors coming. Okay, we have to use that. Coming from Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States have most third of quantity. Okay, so what would be our, so we need to omit the of. So just only most third. We need to omit the most. Okay, so have a third quantity of
Coming. None. Yes.
coming. Yes, coming to New Zealand,
As
as
well
well as,
have something in common.
yes, have.
So many
Okay,
methods.
okay, have. Oh, it's correct. Having something in common. Okay?
Correct. Is that
Yeah. As
okay?
well as having something in common. Okay, now look at this one, Koi.
I want
Okay?
to. Yes, I want to correct on another mistake. That is,
Where?
can you see the number five line which he mentions? I want to remove it. Which are mentions.
Where is it?
The the fifth line.
Fifth. Where is it? One. Okay,
China,
can you read that? Where is that?
South Korean, Japan,
South Koreans.
China, which are
South
mentioned.
Korea and
And I want
Japan and,
he mentioned. I want to remove it with are mentions.
you want to remove which
Is
which is mentioned.
yes,
So you have to remove that.
with are mentions.
Yes. Okay, because we're talking of United States, Korea, Japan, and China. Okay, so it's are, which are mentioned. Okay. China. Or, okay, to make it more correct, we have to omit which now. So look at this one now. So the pie chart mentioned the United States, South Korea. Okay, United States is a comma or is this one a period? It's a period, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in extension, 9% of the pie chart mentioned the United States. Yeah, so it's a period. So South Korea, Japan, and China are mentioned in order of as 3%, 4%, and 5%. Okay, so that would be now. That would be correct.
No,
Okay,
I don't think we should use arts.
again,
I think we shouldn't use arts.
where?
Um, are mentioned in order of s. We do not use s.
We do
We
not use
use s.
us here.
Yes. Yes.
So I have to omit this.
Yes.
Okay,
Remove.
yeah. So in the order now, okay? So we have to use, okay, look at this one now.
Yes.
South Korea, Japan, and China are mentioned in the order of 3%, 4%, and 5%. Okay. So there's more to correct? No more?
Yes. No more.
Okay, very good. See? So you can be able to write a very good interpretation, Koi. Okay, now you have to remember all the time in using percent and percentage. Okay? If we are talking about a number, following after that number, whether it's a number word or a number or written number, following after that would be the word percent. If
Yes.
we are talking of the, following after the would be percentage. So the percentage, like this one, the percentage. So this one is correct. Okay? Okay. Wow. Very good, huh? And let's try to look at this one. What do visitors, okay, let's try to analyze your last question. What do visitors from Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States have in common? So what was your answer? Yeah, visitors coming from Australia, the United States have a third quantity of coming to New Zealand as well as having something in common. Okay? So there would be portion because as we can see in here, the three countries in here has the most number of visitors coming in, right? But for the most number, okay, goes to Australia, followed by the United Kingdom, and then followed by the United States. So, what are their common? Maybe they share common features. It's because they had, okay, they had a lot of visitors coming in. Okay, that's their um, uh, common. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So, do you have questions with this, Koi?
No question.
No question. Okay, now let's move on in here. So, read this summary of the pie chart above. Why is it above? Okay, it contains the five poles below, supposed to be below. So it contains five false facts. Rewrite the summary to correct the information. Just what we had done just while ago, we corrected. So just like that, we have to do this one also. Okay. Now, number or the first one has given to us. The chart gives information about where people who travel to New Zealand come from. Okay, let's continue, Koi. So what do you think would be the correction that we are going to do? Look at this one. The percentage, that's correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, because we use the and then the word percentage. So the percentage of visitors from Australia is the highest at 40%. Do you
Correct.
think that's correct?
Yes.
Yes. So it's coming from the Australia. The third largest group, 12%, comes from the United Kingdom
Mm,
and 9% go to the United States.
correct.
Correct.
Correct. Incorrect. Nine
Why?
9% go to the United States is incorrect.
Why? What's the correct one?
I think and 9% belong to the United States.
And 9% belongs to or belong to the
The
United States.
yes.
Okay, aside from the word belong to, can we substitute other word? So the third largest group, 12%. Okay, again, it's comma, that's correct. Then 12%, comma again, that's correct, comes from the United Kingdom. And the remaining 9%, okay, will belong to the United States. So that would also correct. But when we say go to the United States, it's something it's no, it's not, it's incorrect, okay? Because we use the word go. So the verb that we use in here is not fitted to this particular sentence, okay? Next, the East Asian countries,
China,
China,
Japan,
Japan, and South Korea.
Korea. Send 5%, 4%, and 3% each. No. In,
Mm. So
mm,
what would be the correction in here? So the East Asian countries, that's correct because we are talking about three countries of the East Asians. Those were China, Japan, and South Korea send 5%. Yeah, that's correct. 4%, okay, from Japan, and 3% each. No, not each. Okay, so we have to remove each, right?
sure.
Yeah, okay. So we have to remove the each. So not each, okay? Because Japan is 4%, China is 5%. If we are going to use each, that means all of them got 3%, right?
Sure.
Okay. Then However,
That
27%,
come from other European countries.
mhm, yes, come from the European countries. It's wrong because it was not mentioned in there, right? So comes from or come from the other countries, but not European. So we have to remove the European because it was not stated there. If their other countries are come from the European, right?
Yes.
It was not mentioned there. Okay. So we have to remove the European. Okay. Next, overall, more than 70% of visitors come from English speaking countries.
Incorrect.
Overall, more than 70%.
Incorrect.
Why?
Because we calculate in total of Australia, United Kingdom, and United States
Mm.
only
Okay,
61,
40 plus 12 plus 9.
61%,
Yes. So we have to change 70 to how many percent?
61%.
61%. Okay, not 70. Okay, very good. And of course, Australia, UK, the UK and United States are all English speaking countries. Okay? Okay, very good. So this one also, Koi, is another way of on how you can give the summary of this particular pie graph. But you were able to give also the best interpretation of this data. Okay, very good. Now, we're done with the pie, so that's the pie. Of course, the next thing that we are going to interpret would be the bar graph. Okay, but before that, let's try to study this one, the use of the percentage and the percent. Of course, I already explained this one to you, that once that we are going to use percentage, before the word percentage would be the, and then if we try to use a number or a number word, following after that would be the word percent. Okay? Now, let's try to answer this one, Koi. Obviously, number one has been given to us because it's the, so it's percentage. Next, can
In
you
the
read?
Yes, in the
Yeah.
city, the number of people living along 28% from
So,
we drop out with percent instead of percentage.
yes, so we have to, okay, we have to omit, okay, just for a while. I have to blacken this one.
Yes,
Right? So that would only be 28%. Next, number three, Koi.
the percent of people over
50 is the lowest in this group.
the,
So, obviously, we
the
need
percentage.
to, yeah. So this one. Oh, sorry. I don't know how to write using the, okay. Oh, I have to do that. Okay, next.
Just over 50% of the city inhabitants
Inhabitants
are
are female. So again, we have to
removed.
omit that. Yes, next.
The
The
10%
10%,
of females have a university qualification.
is it correct?
The 10% incorrect.
Yes. Okay. Because if we don't have the word 10, so
Yes,
this means it's
percentage.
percentage. But we have a number in here, number word, which is 10. So therefore we have to take percent. Okay. Sorry, I have to omit that. Okay, next. Number six.
Can be seen from the table. 60% population live in city.
Mm,
Um,
correct.
yes, correct.
Yes. Number seven.
Australia shares of Japanese tourist market has increased from 2% to nearly 1%. That's
Okay. Yes. So we have two.
percent and
Yes.
percent.
10%. Okay. Then the last one.
The chart shows the percent people attending the cinema in Australia.
Okay. So this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it should be percentage. Okay. Okay, very good. So now, okay, I want you to what is one to remember, Koi, how to use the word percent, because mostly of the candidates who are taking the IELTS, the real IELTS exam, sometimes got confused in using percent and
And
percentage. Yes, actually, in an IELTS exam, in the writing task, actually, you will going to do a lot of writing specifically using the charts and the graphs. Okay, there would be a lot of questions like that. Okay, next. Okay, this time we are going to study about the, what do we call this one again? What particular chart, or this one? This one is what we call
the bar chart.
a bar chart or a bar graph. Okay, now let's try to, of course, in a bar graph, okay, we have to remember this one is what kind of line is this? This one is a vertical line, and then crossing to that up to there would be a horizontal line. And this one is the x-axis, and this one is the y-axis. Okay? And in telling or in analyzing the informations from a bar graph, we have to remember that bar graph is different from a pie graph.
Yes,
Okay? Bar graph has informations on the x-axis and has also informations from the y-axis. Okay, this is the title, and this one is another information that we have to take note, and this one is another information that we need to take note. Now, in interpreting a bar graph, of course, okay, what are we going to do, Koi, in interpreting a bar graph? Can you give me a reason? How are we going to interpret a bar graph? What do you think? Of
inter
course, it's very easy, Koi. You just have to compare the y-axis and the x-axis.
yes,
Yes, or like for example, what is the first data that we can be able to see under the y-axis? It's the
call.
Yes. And look at now the data on the x-axis. So it's the percentage, right? So it's percent. So 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's a number, okay? It's a number. Number of what? Of international visitors to New Zealand transport used during their visit.
Yes,
Okay? So the transports are here, and then we will going to know how many percent they use that kind of transport. Okay? Now, in interpreting this particular bar graph, we can conclude that cars are the most.
the most used.
Yes, the most used transportation or transport during their visit.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Okay. But, okay, it's time to say goodbye again, Koi. So we are going to continue this one this coming Saturday. So we're yeah, so we're near to the end of the unit one. So we can be able to finish that one next meeting, and then after that we have to move on to unit two. Okay?
Okay,
And I want to congratulate you for for the writing test. Okay, for the two exercises or activities that you did a very good job. Okay, I want you to continue that one. There would be minor corrections, that those are just minor, Koi. You can develop that one as time goes by. Okay? I
yes,
don't want you to stop writing. So write, read and read, Koi. Specifically informations. Okay? informations from your country, information from other countries. So I want you to read that one because if you can have a wide knowledge in reading different countries, their cultures, okay, their religion, blah, 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 you can be able to do a lot of ideas that you can be able to give during the exam of the IELTS. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so do you have questions for this before we have to say goodbye?
Yes. No question.
No question. Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Koi. We'll see you again next meeting. That's gonna be on Saturday. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, bye for now. Okay,
Yeah.
have a good night. Bye bye.
Yes. Have a good night too.